After a long week as a graduate student where I've spent several hours every day of the week thinking about my dissertation and about the job market and about my advisor's expectations and about relationships with faculty and a million other things that I'm supposed to be doing, it's really helpful for me to use my weekends intentionally. So I've crafted a recipe for a perfect weekend that consists of Friday being a rot day, Saturday being a fun day, and Sunday being a productive day. So follow along with me for this weekend where I have a perfect weekend, and I hope you learn a thing or two about managing your time and using it intentionally on weekends, which are so sacred in graduate school. It's 2:45 on a Friday afternoon. Time to have ourselves a little rot day. Have my poppy, my water fully stocked, have this book that I'm hoping to maybe finish, and some gummies, and of course I have a cute little candle burning. I couldn't be vulnerable enough to record myself finishing it because I was like crying, but I'm unwell. That was so good. That was like truly the definition of a perfect book. Okay, pulling myself together enough to go to Kroger. It's 6:25 and I really think I'm just gonna pick up like a frozen pizza and like ice cream or something because it's still a rot day and I have 2 episodes of Love is Blind to catch up on that Megan watched yesterday and I didn't. And there are 2 more episodes that we can watch together this weekend. So let's get a very lazy girl dinner. Here's what we walked out with. Frozen pizza, some veggie burgers. I like to have these on hand for like quick, easy lunches or something and we're out. And Megan said she tried these and they were super good, so picked those up. And then a s'mores flavor of Ben & Jerry's. I've been really into Ben & Jerry's the past month. Here's our pizza with a super generous, like 6 cherry tomatoes. Quite a bit later now. It is 10:30. I am in PJs, gonna read some more and go to bed. I ended up just catching up to where Megan was at Love is Blind and just said like, you know, just fill me in on where things are. And the next drop of episodes is gonna be like the finale. I forget how fast Love is Blind moves. Like you don't follow them for more than like a few episodes before you find out if they're gonna get married or not. Anyway, I'm between 2 books right now. This one that I've had for a while, Sometimes I Lie, and then Night Crawling, which I got recently. They're both, I think, like suspense thrillers, but I think this one is like a little bit less literary, and I think I'm leaning towards that just because Hello Beautiful was so intense. I need something a little less mindful. If Friday is for rotting, then Saturday is for doing some fun activities. So we're gonna take a momentary pause from the fall morning to do a summer activity because it's actually like 85 degrees out. So me and Megan and a friend of ours are going to go to a U-Pick flower farm, which Megan has been to, but I have not. But she said that it altered her brain chemistry. So I hope that it is cute and summery and fun, but I am expecting it to be really hot. So I'm just wearing like a workout fit, tank, shorts, sneakers, and I put on sunscreen and I will probably throw on a hat as well. Here's a better look at everything. This tank and these shorts are actually the All Emotion brand from Target, which I love. I really love the fit of this. I should get it in more colors. The white is a little bit sheer, like you can see where like the built-in bra sort of like ends, but really like it. Super comfy. And the shorts I just got, I had to order them online because I wanted them in black, but the length is perfect. Love that they have like the drawstring, and then of course just my A6 sneakers. as mentioned, it's supposed to be pretty hot. So I'm gonna bring this little fan that I just got on Amazon. I'm going on a lake trip next weekend with Zach, and I'm really scared of getting overheated when we're out on the lake, so I ordered this. It's also a portable charger, and it's like cute. It has a little nose and ears, and you just sort of pull this out, and then you could hold it like this. And it has a low setting and a high setting. You could also set it like that, so it like rests on a desk as a fan. And yeah, portable charging, and it also has like a flashlight feature.
Take me to the ruins, aquifers and springs, baby ferns uncurling, every living thing.
Much later now, we made like 9 vases of flowers for only $50. It was like an honor system to pick them, but they're so cute. I'm obsessed. I made this one. Megan said it's very much my brand because it's like all pink basically.
That one's the
so
best
cute.
One. Not that it's a competition.
These, ignore the very messy coffee table. She said this is for Pirelli. It's a little mini vase. And then this one and like the orange juice vase is super cute. I do really like this one too. This one's fun. A good little mix of yellows and pinks and oranges. And then this one. And then I love this cute little one. I think I'm gonna put this on the dresser in my room. But I feel like super itchy from just some of those flowers, and I really need to shower. We stopped after the flower farm before arranging them to get some smoothie bowls downtown. So yeah, just like really itching to shower. It's somehow already 3 o'clock. I have a lot of big plans left for today.
Take me to the jungle, teach me tiger law, read to me a poem, sing to you a song, drunk in my devotion, laid out on your chest.
Okay, the biggest of my plans is done. I rearranged the office, but Megan is currently in there working on her dissertation, so I'm not going to interrupt her, but I will show you guys that tomorrow. I think I'm going to blow dry my hair, and then I am deciding what else I want to do today for a fun day. I feel like in an ideal world, it would be super fun to like go out to dinner with Zach and play some darts, but he is out of town at an IndyCar race. So I'm thinking of maybe like taking on cooking an exciting dinner, or maybe downloading a cute little game for my Switch, which I haven't played in a minute. I spent a lot of time reading yesterday, so I'm not really like feeling reading or like watching TV. I want something a little more active. We shall see. I'm actually gonna make something quick and easy for dinner because it's 6 o'clock and I'm realizing I'm pretty hungry because I had a cinnamon roll for breakfast and then a smoothie bowl for lunch. So just gonna make a veggie burger and some Annie's mac and cheese, and then I'm gonna get into like my fun creative activity for the night. So Megan and I have been like joking forever that we're gonna create a recipe book like just for the two of us, because we have so many recipes between the two of us. Like she has some, I have some. I feel like I have most of them just like on my Pinterest board, and I don't know, just like randomly saved on my phone. So I really want it to be like cute and a fun little activity. So I think I'm gonna get into Canva or Adobe Express and just like mess around, and that'll use like a creative part of my brain. And sometimes I don't know, you gotta scratch that itch. This is my favorite flavor of Annie's. I really like the white cheddar shells, but this one is just like really yummy. And this is my favorite brand and like type of veggie burgers. This is definitely more expensive than a lot of other brands, but it's so worth it to me. And black bean and quinoa, yum. I really don't like Impossible meat burgers. Those like are too meaty to me. They give me the ick. But black bean burger, love. And you know we have to crack open a popping too. I'm doing the wild berry one today. I've only had this one other time, and it was when I found it at a gas station and like freaked out, and it was like the tall one. But now they carry it at Kroger, so it feels significantly less exciting, but just feels right. This one is like really sweet, and it almost doesn't taste like other poppies. It tastes like candy kind of. So I don't typically reach for this one like I do for like lemon lime is one of my favorites. Cherry limeade I love. That's good. It is 10:15 now. I am in my PJs, gonna go to bed. Megan and I started Friday Night Lights. I watched that show when I was in college and it's just like holds a special place in my heart. And I'm so excited for her to enter her Friday Night Lights journey. I think it's gonna be a good time for her. I remember when I watched it when I was in college, it made me like actually want to move to Texas. I don't think that's what it's gonna do for me now, but at the time I was like, yeah, I'm moving to Texas. And I'm not even like into football or anything like that, but I just love the show at the time. And I decided I'm going to switch up books. I read like 2 chapters of that other one and I'm gonna start this one tonight. I don't know, how was I feeling the other one? Part of me is like, I don't know if I'm not feeling it because it's like paperback and I've been reading hardcover books a lot lately and I've just really been liking them, so the medium is the message. Anyway, time for bed. Tomorrow is going to be a productive day. We're gonna get lots of cleaning done and we're gonna get some school stuff done. Wow, I do not feel like doing anything today, but it's gonna be a very productive day. Let's start by washing the sheets. I think it's gonna be 2 shots of espresso in my iced coffee today. Okay, the sun is starting to shine in. My coffee is starting to give me life, so let's do some cleaning. Okay, it is 11 o'clock. It feels really good to have the kitchen and the whole downstairs area picked up, my bathroom cleaned a bit. I didn't get into the shower, but I didn't feel like it quite needed it today. Some laundry going, still in the process of doing that. I always have to do like 3 or 4 loads at once. Yeah, it just feels good. I have a clean house for the rest of the day and for the beginning of the week before, you know, life inevitably makes it messy again. But I'm going to go to the library, the IU library, to pick up a book that I'm actually pretty excited about. I'm at a point in my dissertation research where I'm just like, you need to take a step back from like the nitty-gritty work. Just like zoom out a little bit. If you've been following me on Instagram, you see that I've been using the phrase, I need to see the forest for the trees, quite a bit. And I think that this book is going to help me do that. And I'm needing to do school today. And I think just like reading and some big picture thinking will be a good way of like checking that box. Coming home to a clean house and like these fresh bouquets of flowers and the orchid that Zach got me, the one on the counter, coffee table, the bookshelf there. It's just incredible vibes. I also ended up stopping at Aldi on the way home, so we can do a little Aldi haul. because I wanted to get stuff to make these pumpkin sort of snickerdoodle cookies, and I couldn't even find everything I wanted there, so I just got a bunch of other random stuff. Like I needed dark brown sugar and they only had light, and I didn't see any canned pumpkin, but we might have some from last year that's probably still good. I guess that was it. I just couldn't find the dark brown sugar, but I think Megan mentioned she might go to Kroger today, so I'm sure they have it there. So let's do a little haul. Tissues, nothing exciting. Whole wheat bread, some veggie straws, because I saw Emily Kaiser put them in her son Trig's lunchbox, and I was like, yeah, I want to put these in my lunchbox. Raspberries. Last time I got raspberries from Aldi, they were just like so good, and Megan agreed, so had to pick them up. These semi-sweet dark chocolate chunks. These don't go in the cookies, but I feel like they could. But chocolate chunks are like really hard to find typically, so grab these. Unsalted butter for the cookies. Some plain sugar. We are running very low. A can of chickpeas, because I might make a quick little like chickpea salad sandwich for lunch. Some pesto and tortellini to have on hand, because I feel like we have been just like, I don't know, doing some like scrounging around for dinner lately, and this is like really easy. And then last but not least, these little crackers that are sort of like Triscuits. I think Aldi has like the best stuff for crackers and cheeses and just like charcuterie boards and snacks. But in terms of getting stuff for meals, I feel like it's a little hard, and that's where I have to go to Kroger, and I think Kroger has like way better produce. Nothing compared to Publix, but better than like Aldi. Okay, very random lunch. The chickpea salad that I'm getting with some crackers, the Aldi raspberries, the veggie sticks. I haven't had one of these since I was like a child. And then we have a bunch left over that, I don't know, if I don't feel like cooking dinner, it could be lunch for the next few days. And still in my Powerade kick. Gonna take a quick jaunt to take this last bag of trash out because there's like gross old food in it. It is 1:23. And I'm also gonna check the mail. Again, I went to Morgenstern this morning and she brought me back a raspberry matcha. I'm so excited. Doing everything possible to productively procrastinate from starting work. Gonna make my bed now that my sheets are clean. Per, are you gonna help? Yeah. I also need to vacuum. Ta-da! As I was making the bed, the edge like of the frame right there kind of has like really sharp edge, and I accidentally ripped the comforter. And I went into, my mom called it a mom box that she put together for me when I went to college literally a decade ago. And this little sewing kit that I've never used before, and I just like did a really bad job stitching it back together. But it's 2:30. It's time to get to work. I'm going to read, this is a book that I got from the library, Whose Science, Whose Knowledge. And this is the table of contents by Sandra Harding, like the OG feminist icon. And I want to skim through everything, but I especially want to read strong objectivity and socially situated knowledge, because that's what was cited in another book that I was reading that seemed to have some really good sort of like frameworks and just like general principles that I could draw on for my dissertation. So we'll work our way through that as a starting point. And I'm going to read it in the newly remodeled office that clearly has a standing desk and a walking pad, which I am so excited about. So the company Walking Pad gifted this to me, and this is like the perfect gifting, I feel like, for me, because I've been wanting this for years. So the desk, obviously, like any standing desk, raises with a touch of a button, and then lowers, and it can go all the way down to sitting height. So you could pull up a chair and it just is a normal desk. And I love that you could be really specific with it, because Megan and I could both use it and we are different heights. And then the walking pad is actually perfect for the setup because it can fold up and collapse and just slide right under that bed. It has wheels, so it's heavy, but it's really easy to move with the wheels. And the desk is really big and spacious. I have enough room to have like my book, my laptop, my iPad if I wanted to. And the walking pad just turns on and off with a little remote. Okay, I switched to sitting down at my previous desk. I'm just gonna leave that one standing because I have to do some writing, and I feel like, I don't know if I'm coordinated enough to do like deep typing and like walking, at least yet. So what I have to do is write up a reflection for the Digital Rhetoric Collaborative that I've been part of for the past calendar year, or academic year, I guess, but it's ending now. So from August to August, I was part of it. And just about what I learned and stuff like that, to be posted to the website. But it was a really great experience. So I have only good things to say about it, and I need to think like, how do I want to organize this? How much do I want to say? So I'm looking at some of the ones from last year. Some people wrote 3 paragraphs, some people wrote 1. So I'll aim for somewhere in the middle. .45, a little update. This book isn't what I wanted it to be. I think that's pretty much just the update. Well, I finished like the reflection, but that was pretty simple and straightforward. I mean, I should have known that since it's pretty dated, it's not going to, I don't know, maybe be like the most useful. It just feels like it's posing like a really strong binary of men and women. I mean, because it is. But it's from, I don't know, before 2000, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. At this point, it doesn't feel like it matters because it's like out of date. So I'm just trying to like wrap my head around how all these pieces are fitting together, because so this book is about feminist standpoint theory, and a lot of people in Rhet Comp use feminist standpoint theory. So maybe I just need to be drawing on them and the ways that they use this rather than like on the original text itself. Because it sounds like Marxist beginnings, and I'm just not vibing with it. It doesn't feel right. So I'm just like a little stuck. And a lot of people in Rhet Comp also use like Adrienne Rich's Politics of Location, although there's been like some pushback about citing Adrienne Rich because of, I think there were, I don't know the exact details of things, but there's been some problematic like discourse around that. So I don't know, more like ethical considerations of things. It's never just like cite someone and like think about the ethics of doing so and like what their research says. Anyway, that could get me down a whole nother rabbit hole. I'm just like at a point where I'm like really struggling with like how all the pieces of my dissertation fit together. But I'm gonna focus on that more tomorrow and in next week's vlog. I have like some plans for trying to figure some things out, and I have a lot of notes of like what to look at. So I don't know, this didn't feel super productive, but I guess that's sometimes just like how reading and research and writing go. You realize that that's not gonna be the path that you take. I just had really high hopes for that book. I even fought moving traffic to go get it today. Okay, a bit later now. It's 6:50. I'm obviously in my car, took a nice little body shower, and I had plans to pick up something and eat dinner with Zach, and we were gonna pick up Chipotle. I was just craving Chipotle today, and all 3 Bloomington Chipotles are closed, and all Starbucks locations in Bloomington are also closed. So like, what's going on? This is so weird. I mean, obviously you guys won't be able to tell me in real time, but like when you Google the hours, it says they're all open again tomorrow. And it's just those restaurants and like a random few downtown. So I'm very confused. So I realized I forgot to give an update because it was such chaos trying to figure out what to get for dinner. It's obviously the next day, it's Monday morning now. I ended up going through a Taco Bell drive-thru because Zach and I really didn't want to cook. And it turns out it was an issue with the water. We were under a boil water advisory. It wasn't required, it wasn't an emergency, but it was encouraged. So I obviously wasn't boiling water this weekend because I had no idea. So try not to think about that. And it lifts this morning at 9 a.m, which is in 4 minutes, so we're fine. Anyway, I'm gonna end off the vlog. Thank you so much for joining me for this weekend in my life. You guys are seriously the best. I'm going to, like, in 1 minute, this very next clip is going to start next week's vlog.
Fade